Good evening to all of you. So today we'll be having a session on calculation techniques, and this session will be useful and very interesting also. Now here we'll be learning how to calculate mentally. And as you know, the mental calculations are faster than normal way of calculations. So that means at the end of the class, you will be able to gain that how you can calculate in a faster manner. And this is a concept-based class, as you can see, and this is class number 1. Tomorrow, I'll be having another session, and that will be class number 2. And this session will be beneficial for CAT aspirants. All right, so let's start. Okay, so before I start, I urge all of you to like, share, and subscribe this channel. And don't forget to click on bell icon so that in future you'll be getting my videos and you'll get notifications of my videos. So let's start. So let me talk about the agenda for the session. So today's session we'll be talking about how to calculate squares mentally. So I'll teach you the techniques to calculate squares mentally. Of course, I'll take larger values. That means in this session I'll be taking the numbers which are above 100. So what I wanted to mean is, if I give you say 117 square, so you should be able to calculate 117 square will be equal to this much at the end of the session within 5 seconds, right? So that is what the objective is. And not only the squares, you will be learning how to apply the session. So applications also you'll be learning over here. All right. So let's start. We'll be learning the techniques and accordingly we'll proceed. I'll discuss the techniques. Just hold on. Fine. So we'll be talking about squares, and here I've taken a number. The number is 107 square. So what is the number? Number is 107, and you are supposed to calculate square of 107. So please remember, number is 107. And what is the deviation? How do we calculate deviation? Deviation is this number is how far from 100. 100 is the base we are taking. So this number will be how far from 100. So how far from 100? This is quite simple. This will be how far? So 107 minus 100, that will give you 7 over here. So your deviation is 7. I hope this part is clear. All right. Now, what is the answer? How do we do that? So first, I'm talking about last 2 digits of the answer. So what will be the last 2 digits of the answer? Whatever the deviation you have, you square that. So what is the deviation? 7. You square that. 7 square is how much? 49. So please remember, the square of the deviation will be giving you the last 2 digits of your answer. So 7 square is 49. So what is the last 2 digits of your answer? It is 49. Okay. Now what is the rest part of the answer? Rest part of the answer is the number. What is the number? What was the number? It is 107. So the number plus the deviation. Now please remember, this rule is applicable when the numbers are above 100. So the rest part of the answer is the number is 107 plus the deviation is 7. So 107 plus 7 is 114. So finally what I'm getting? I'm getting my answer is, that means 107 square comes out to be 11449. This 114 has come from here and 49 has come from here. So this is my final answer. I hope the technique is clear to all of you. All right. So let's have some practice on this. Okay. Now let's talk about this number. Say 106 square. You are supposed to calculate 106 square. Fine. So what is the number? 106. Now what is the deviation? So deviation is quite simple. So deviation comes out to be, just hold for, yeah. So what is the deviation? Deviation comes out to be 106 minus 100 So this gives you how much? This gives you 6. So please remember your deviation is 6. Now can you remember what is the last two digits of your answer? Last two digits of your answer is nothing but 6 square. Fine. So go for 6 square. Deviation square. Deviation square is 36. So please remember the last two digits of your answer is 36. Okay. Now come to the other part. The rest part of the answer will be how much? It will be the number. What is the number? 106 plus the deviation, as I have already discussed in the previous slide. So 106 plus 6. So it comes out to be 112. All right. Fine. So what is the final answer? The last two digits will be 36 and the rest of the answer will be 112. So the final answer comes out to be 11236. Isn't it easy? So are you getting the thing? All right. So let's get into the next. Please solve the next one. It's a similar question. Exactly similar question. Okay, so what is the deviation? So if you look at the deviation, so deviation is 108 minus 100. So deviation comes out to be 8. I hope you can understand this. And last two digits of the answer will be 8 square. So 8 square will be giving you how much? It will be giving you 64. So I know that the last two digits of your answer is 64 over here. Now what is the rest part of the answer? Rest part of the answer is the number plus the deviation. So what is the number? So number was 108 and the deviation is 8. So the rest part of your answer comes out to be 116. So what is the final answer? The final answer is, so 108 square will be how much? 108 square comes out to be 11664. So your final answer comes out to be 11664. Sorry, I'll just erase. There's a 116 and last two digits will be 64, right? So that will be your final answer. I hope this part is okay. All right. Now let's get into the next one. 109. 109 square will be how much? So in this case, what do I do? So it's quite simple. We have already practiced a lot. So the deviation is 109 minus 100. That is nothing but 9. All right. Last two digits will be 9 square. 9 square comes out to be 81. And the rest part of your answer will be 109 plus the deviation. Plus the deviation is 9. So this comes out to be 118. So the final answer comes out to be 11881. All right. So this is your answer. I hope this is clear to all of you so far. So are you able to calculate mentally? Yes or no? It's quite simple, right? Now, so far whatever we have done, if you see carefully, the deviation was 9, 8, 7 and so and so, and square of the deviation was a two-digit number. So it was exactly matching over here. So it was 81. So exactly, it was matching over here. Last two digits is 81. And please remember, the square of the deviation is responsible for last two digits of the answer. So this is the very crucial one to understand. Okay. Now let's talk about little bit different type of number. Let's say 101 square. So 101 square, what should be the answer? So what is the deviation? So deviation is 1. I hope this is clear. So last two digits of your answer should be 1 square. So 1 square is how much? 1 square is 1 only. So what do I do? Because the process says it has to be the last two digits. So do I write that it should be 0, 1? Yes. I should not write only 1. I should write 0, 1. Because 1, if I want to write in a two-digit format, how do I write? It should be 0, 1. I cannot write 1, 0. 1, 0 will be a 10. So I have to write 1 only. Okay? So it will be 0, 1. So please remember this, that here, if you have the square of the deviation is a single digit number, then I should put 0 before that. Now come to this side. This side will be how much? It will be 101. So it remains in a similar fashion. So 101 is the number plus the deviation. Plus the deviation is 1. So it comes out to be 102. So what is the final answer? The final answer is quite simple now. If you look at the final answer, it comes out to be 10201. I hope this part is clear. All right. Now, let's talk about some interesting thing over here, or some conceptual part I'll be just putting forward over here. Now, by chance, if by chance, what you get is, just hold on. See, if by chance, if you forget that, oh, whether I should put 0 or not, right? So then you may have 1021, but you can very well check it out also. So in the calculations, you need to use your mathematical intelligence as well as mathematical skill. So what I am talking about mathematical intelligence, just tell me one thing. 100 square will be how much? So if we look at 100 square, 100 square will be 10,000. Fine. Now 101 square will be how much? It will be a little bit more than 10,000. Now if by chance, if you have a mistake and then if you put it only 1, so your answer comes out to be 1021. So 1021 is just above 1000. Are you getting my point? So if that is the case, you need to understand then this is not the correct one. Is it okay? All right. Now, so if I ask you what is 103 square, so let me write down this question over here. What should be the answer? Please try this. If I go for, yeah, what should be 103 square? 103 square. 3 square will be how much? 3 square will be 9. So what do I write? I'll write 09. So I'll write 09 over here. 9 should be written as 09, right? And 103 plus the deviation. Deviation is 3. So 103 plus 3 comes out to be 106. So it comes out to be 106. So this comes out to be 10609. All right. I hope this part is clear. Okay. All right. So in this slide, if you see carefully, I have just kept two numbers where the square of the deviation is a single digit. So when you see the square of the deviation is a single digit, one square is 1. So I should write 0, 1. Similarly, what is the deviation? 3. 3 square is how much? 9. So this is a single digit number. So what do? I'll go for 0, 9. The last two digits will be 0, 9 and the rest part will be as already discussed. So 103 plus deviation. 103 plus 3 is 106. Okay. Now, so far is okay. So can you say that from 100 square to 109 squares, we have through, we can actually calculate mentally as of now. So are you finding it quite interesting? So are you finding it comfortable? Right. So now let's get into another interesting magic. So of course, always there are mathematical magic comes in. I'll show you another interesting magic over here. Okay. Look, 111 square is how much? 121. Now, 11 square is 121. And if I put a gap over here, a little bit of gap, 111, and in between, I just put a gap. So this is the gap over here. So 11 square is 121. So I just put a little bit of gap between 1 and 2 and this. So between 1 and 2 and between 2 and 1, I just put a little bit of gap. Now look, the interesting part of this, the interesting part is if I put 0 over here. So in this space, if I put 0, so I put 0 over here in this space. So 101 square. So it is now 11, it is not 11 now, it is 101. So 101 square comes out to be 10201. So what is exactly happening? If I put a 0 over here, so this is the 0 I put over here. So put 1 0 over here and put 1 0 over here, and that will give you the answer. So is it quite interesting to you? All right, fine. Now, can you tell me then what should be if I ask you, yeah, if I ask you that if it is 1 0 0 1, 1 0 0 1 will be what? 1001 square. So 1001 square, can I say in the same pattern? I should say I put 0 in between. So 1 0 0 2 0 0 1. Fine. And it's true. So it looks like a magic, right? So if I put two zeros, it comes out to be two zeros in between. Right. So 11 square is, so if I look back, I can say that, say 11 square is 121. If I put a gap over here and put 0, so put 0 in between the gaps. If I put 0 0, so I'll put two zeros in between the gaps. Right? So this is how it is. A quite interesting one to see. Similarly, if you go for, say, if you go for, say, if I ask you to go for 12 square. 12 square is how much? 144, as all of you know. Now, if I ask you, what is 102 square? 102 square. 102 square will be what? By this same logic, whatever we discussed now, it should be 10404, right? And it's true. Fine. Similarly, if I ask you that 13 square is 169. Fine. Now, if I ask you what is 1003 square? 1003 square is how much? So 1003 square is 1006,009. All right. So it's not quite interesting. It's not only that 101 square, it can be 1001 square, it can be 1002 square, it can be 1003 squares also. Right? All right. Fine. Now, so far we have done till 101. How do we calculate squares mentally? So now if you can practice a little bit, it will be very, very simple. It's very, very simple, right? Now, one information over here that if you want to join in Unacademy, you can use my code. My code is PRAY10, PRAY10. So you can use this code and then you will unlock your app in Unacademy, right? So that is what it is. So, so far, if you have liked the session, right? So in that case, what you can do is you can very well like and share and subscribe the session. And of course, you need to click on the bell icon so that you can get more and more sessions and details and information of and notification of more and more sessions of mine as well as from this channel. Okay. Now let's move further. Okay. So let's go for larger numbers. So let's come over here. So the next question is 118 square. I've just taken a number 118 square. So in the same logic, I can say the deviation is 18. So it is 118 minus 100. So this comes out to be 18. So deviation is 18. Fine. So what is 18? 18 square comes out to be 324. Now you have a little bit of problem or a little bit of different situation where deviation square is a 3-digit number. So here it is given that last 2 digits of your answer will be deviation square. So what do I take? I'll just take 24 from here and then 3 will be carried this side. Okay. So 18 square is 324. So I'll just take 24 for last 2 digits of my answer and the 100 digit. This will be carried this side. So please remember that. This side process remains same. What is the number of which you are taking square? So you are taking square of 118. So 118, the number plus the deviation. So 118 plus 18 plus the carry whatever you are getting over here. So from there 3 comes in. So 118 plus 18 plus 3. So this comes out to be 136 plus 3, 139, 13924. Okay. Now here what I'm talking is if the deviation is big. So in that case, your deviation square will be a 3-digit number. So what you are supposed to do, you have to take the last 2 digits of the square of the deviation and kept for your answer. And the 100th digit or the other digits will be carried this side, will be added this side. Okay. Now let's move further. So can you solve this? It's quite simple. 117 square. So 17 is the deviation. So what should be the answer? All right. So 17 square is how much? You should remember this. Otherwise, you will not be finding it interesting, right? You can remember square till 30. So that will be help you a lot, right? So 17 square is how much? 17 square is 289. So please remember 89 I'll keep for last 2 digits of my answer and this 2 will be carried. So come to rest part of the answer. So what is the rest part of the answer? It comes out to be the number. Number is 117 plus the deviation is 17 plus the carry. So what is the carry for us? So the carry comes out to be 2 from here. So I'll put 2 this side. So finally I'll get 117 plus 17 is 134 and plus 2. So this comes out to be 136. So as you know, the final answer comes out to be 13689. So your final answer is 13689. Okay. I hope it is okay. Simple enough. Now solve this. It's quite simple. Fatafat. All right. So 23 square is how much? Deviation square I have to take. 23 square. 23 square is 529. So as you know, I have to take 29 for last two digits of my answer, and this 5 will be carried. So come this side, it will be, the number is 123 plus the deviation. Deviation is how much? 23 plus the carry. What is the carry this side? 5. So this 5 will be added. So it comes out to be 123 plus 23 is 146. 146 plus 5 is 151. Right. So what is my final answer? Final answer is 15129. Okay. So I hope this part is all right as of now. Okay. Now let's move further. Further, so what will be the answer? 29 square. 29 is the deviation. 29 square. So 29 square comes out to be 841. So for effective calculation techniques to apply, you should remember squares till 30. Right? So that will be good enough, right? Now, coming to the rest part of the answer, it comes out to be 129 plus 29. So 129 plus the deviation is 29 plus the carry. What is the carry? Carry is 8. So this 8 will be carried. So this 8 will be carried this side. So this comes out to be 8. So 129 plus 29 is 158 plus 8 is 166. So what is the final answer? The final answer is 166 41. All right. So till 130, we'll be able to calculate in this fashion, right? And you need a little bit of practice on this. Fine. Now, let's talk about applications. Now, these applications are quite crucial for you. Why? Because squares you have learned, right? But it is not necessarily that always exactly in your calculation you'll be getting this kind of calculation, that square of something. Fine. Now, we'll be learning the application of whatever we have learned in the square. And that will be very, very interesting, I believe, because here we'll not be finding square, but still you can apply whatever you have learned over there. Okay, so let's have a look. So just hang on with the things over there, whatever I'm discussing, so that you'll be able to understand that how to apply all those things, and then application will be much more crucial for you. So have a look on this. I have just given an example, and the questions are there, of course, definitely. Right. So 129 square is 16641. Just now we have discussed this. All right. Now, if that is the situation, then what I'm getting from here, if I ask you 12.9 square, do you know the answer? I say yes, you know the answer. Right? Because if you know 129 square, you actually know what is 12.9 square. Okay? So see how? See, can I say that 129 and 12.9 both are having, what is the relationship? In 129, we have put a decimal point from the right side. After one digit, we have put a decimal point. So 129 from right side, after one digit, I have put a decimal point. Right? 12.9 square. Right? So can I say that if I put a square, so in one digit there is a decimal point. If you square, so in your answer, in two digits we'll be having square. We'll be having decimal point. So can I say my answer comes out to be, can you connect with the previous one? So my answer comes out to be, it will be the same thing. It comes out to be 166.41. Is it clear to all of us? Please check once again. Is it clear to all of us? See, 12.9 square. So can I say 12.9 and 129 is similar to me? If I can understand this, if I can visualize this, then only the application comes in your mind. So this is what the interesting part of the whole story. 129. So from right hand side, after one digit, I have put a decimal point. So there is a decimal point after one digit from the right side. If you go for a square, so it will be two digits from the right side. So 129 square and then two digits. So 16641. So two digits from right, I put a decimal point. So 166.41. All right. Now you can very well get this also. So can you see that 129 square and 1.29 square is also similar thing for you? Okay. So what will be the answer? I hope this is quite simple to you. So there is a decimal point in two digits. So in your answer from right side, there will be a decimal point of four digits. And I hope as of now you have already understood that I have to use this 129 square. So to me, 129 square and 1.29 square is same. I am just interested to put the decimal point at the right place. That's it. Fine. So what will be my answer? So from right side, after four digits, I'll put the decimal. So it comes out to be 1.6641. All right. I hope this part is clear. Okay, so can you tell me what is the answer? Three digits. So 3 into 2, 6. After 6 digits. So what will happen? There are 5 digits. So what do I do? I'll go for 0.016641. I hope this part is clear. So can you see how do we apply this? It's quite interesting to apply over here. Okay. Now that's not the end of the story. Let's move further. Look, if the question is like this, have a look at this. So 129 square is the base. If the question is 129 into 12.9. So what will happen? 129 into 12.9. In this case, can I say, can you see that this is nothing but 129 square? So generally you can't see, but here, if you see the numbers in the same slide, you can very well see this is for me, the calculation is nothing but 129 square. And I have got a decimal point from right after one digit. So in the whole answer, I'll put a decimal point from right after one digit. So what should be my answer? My answer comes out to be 166.4.1. All right. Now coming to this side, what will happen? 129 into 1.29. So once again, my answer will be same. I hope you can understand it, how it is happening. So what is my answer? Right. So this comes out to be, so there are decimal point after two digits. So my answer comes out to be 166.41. So decimal point after two digits from the right. So this will be what? Three digits. So from right after three digits. So what will be my answer? My answer comes out to be 16.641. I hope this part is clear. Okay. So can you see that how do I use this square? So if you see in general, you'll not be understanding so easily that it's nothing but 129 square. So this is the thing you have to visualize. So this visualization is not easy, but you have to practice this, right? So please remember that. So let's proceed. Let's go for one more. Okay. So is it the same thing? Now look here. It's another interesting thing. I'm talking about 1.29 into 12.9. So I'm connecting with 129 square. Right. So everywhere 0.129 into 1.29. I'm connecting with 129 square, right? So, and so on. So I hope as of now you can understand how to calculate. So what is my answer? Here the decimal point is after 2 digits, and here after 1 digit, 2 plus 1, 3 digits. So this comes out to be 16.641. So decimal point comes after 3 digits. Okay. Similarly, 3 and 2, 5 digits. So after 5 digits, I'll be having the decimal point from right. So this comes out to be what? This comes out to be 0.16641. All right, this will be what? 12900 into 0.129, right? So in this case, so I've got 00. If I multiply, I should get 12.9. So what should be my answer? My answer will be same only, 16641, but I have to just put the decimal point properly. So what should be my decimal point? Decimal point will be 1 digit away from the right. So it comes out to be 1664.1. I hope this part is clear. Okay. So this will be what? 1290 square. So I hope you can understand now. This is also quite simple to get. 1290 square will be what? It will be 1664100. So it comes out to be 16641 and 00. So I will find it quite interesting. Okay, right. So as I have already told you that if you want to join in Unacademy, you can use my code. This is my code PRAY10, PRAY10. You can use this code to unlock the app, and then you can carry on, right? So if you have liked the session, so please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click on bell icon so that you can get notification of my further sessions. And please leave your suggestions and comments on the box itself so that it can encourage me to go for further sessions. Thank you very much.